But yeah, man, because I'm on the verge of sleep, and I'm kind of like skimming through this email, like, what the, these words don't make sense. What the hell's going on? Because I'm seeing like a C up in the upper corner, and like A's are flying across. I'm like, what the? Who writes in fucking hieroglyphics? I don't even know it was possible.
Oh man, how'd she get that font? How do I type like that?
Yeah, really. Whose dick do I gotta suck
Imagine
around
if
here
you
to
just
get
responded with like wingdings or something.
that?
Like that would be like the pretty terrible route to go, but
That would be, but it'd be pretty funny.
kind of. So yeah, just be upfront, man, and I think that's the best way to handle it. I don't think I'd ignore her. I think that's kind of not cool.
Well, and it's not cool, but I mean, it's again like I can
fucking ignore
her.
Well, that's your opinion.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know who's in my back. I know who's got my back here now. That's my boy.
Oh man.
But yeah, it's it's one of those things. It's like I remember like the first girlfriend that I ever had,
Mm-hmm.
and we broke up because she cheated on me. The thing was like before I went away to college for the first time, I broke up with her because I was like, look, I don't know if a long distance relationship is going to work. I'll be honest, I'm fucking scared of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I go to college. I'm like, all right, this isn't bad. I think I can pull this off with her. So I go back and we kind of reconcile and whatnot. And then probably about, God, I want to say about maybe 6 months to a year later, I find out she cheated on me. So I was like, all right, we're done here. She tries to contact me like maybe a month later, and she's like, I just wanted to see if you wanted to hang out and do whatever. I'm like, fucking no. I'm like, hey, I
Why
can't.
would I want to hang out with you?
I'm like, I can't fucking trust you.
You slut.
Oh man,
dude, that's
Someone's
why
unguarded today.
That's why that guy's getting paid more than you, Bruce. We have the real life Dr. Satan.
There's Dr. Phil and then there's Dr. Satan.
I don't care about your problems, bitch. Doc, what do I do? What do I do about this? I don't give a shit. Go get me a sandwich.
Well, when you're a slut, you're a slut.
That's a good point.
He does have a good point. But I mean, to emphasize that, not kind of take a left turn, like, oh hey, by the way, but here's this. But to kind of come back to the point, I would see her around town, sometimes. Like I went to the mall one time with my buddy Chris, and we're walking around. There she is, like working in the mall, like sweeping up the food court and whatnot. And my buddy Chris like points it out, like, "Hey, dude, check out who's here." I'm walking by, like straightforward, like I don't care. Like I don't care anymore. So, and like I would see her, around other places, and she would try and talk to me, and I'm just like, I'm not fucking having any of it. Because it's like once you kind of invite, to me, it's like once you invite that person like back into your life, then like
it's almost like accepting it and
it's like
or allowing it almost not really, but like sort of like forgiving it without doing so much.
Yeah, and I mean here there's like there really isn't like a situation that like I need to forgive anybody for, or that she needs to forgive me for, or I need to forgive her for. It's almost like, hey, let's start talking, and I'm just like, I don't know anymore.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, it's not like she cheated on you.
No, she didn't cheat on me, as far as I know, but let's face facts, anything's possible.
Yeah. I still maintain that I think honesty is the best policy. And just be like, listen, I'm trying to say fuck this state. And unfortunately that includes you because you're in it. So I wouldn't say so, abruptly, but
I would. You guys are fucking pussies.
God, I gotta get one of those voice modulators. Oh, we don't have it in the fucking budget, though. God damn it.
you don't have it in the fucking budget.
Wait, do we even have a budget?
No.
Okay, then.
Exactly.
All right, then. But, yeah.
Oh, man.
I mean, I'm trying to figure out, like, some of the other, like, parts that kind of, like, stood out, but, you know, it's basically like, you know, oh, it's a new year, and it's been a couple months since we stopped talking. You know, there's things that remind me of you, like, you know, and she brought up, like, stuff in the Kevin Smith universe, like, she's like, oh, I met Brian O'Halloran, he loved my, you know, Tell Him Steve Dave shirt. She's like, when I listen to Hollywood Babylon and Ralph does the creepy clown Cosby voice, she's like, that makes me think of you. You know, and I think
Why does that make her think of you?
I don't know. Apparently, I'm just a fucking creepy old man that goes, you know, I don't know. I just,
You know, come to think of it, it is kind of an accurate description.
yeah, it is.
Because when I think of you, I think.
Yeah, I actually think that's how we became friends. You just looked at me and just go, I don't know why, but whenever I see him, it's like a fucking rapist version of Doink the Clown.
I don't see shit in him. Arguably the best response to an interview question ever. Good old Terry Funk.
I don't see shit in him.
For those who don't know, that was on what, the Three Faces of Foley movie, I think, or I don't know. But Terry Funk was interviewed about Mick Foley, and someone was like, you know, Terry, I think the reason why you and Cactus are so close is because you kind of see a little bit of yourself in him. And his response was just, I don't see shit in him. Or maybe it was Foley doing an impression of him doing it.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah, I think that's what it was too. But oh man, it just sounds like something he'd say, and that's fantastic.
But yeah, man, like the email just keeps going. It's you know, it's like, oh, you know, when hopefully, you know, when you make buffalo chicken dip, you know, you kind of think of me, or, you know, it's kind of really nice to get an email like this, you know, from somebody who spent 6 months hanging out with somebody, and it's like,
Wait, what do you mean? What does she mean by getting an email like this from somebody you spent 6 months hanging out with? Does that mean that you sent her an email?
No, I didn't send her an email. Like, the last bit of, like, communication I had with her was when I was back up in New Hampshire, and I basically sent her that text saying, look, you need to be with somebody that's, you know, in Rhode Island.
So what is she talking about? It's nice to get, or is she saying that she thinks that it's nice of her to send the email to you?
Well, no, she thinks that it's nice to get an email from somebody that says, hey, I'm still thinking of you.
Aha. So basically she is like, kind of like, I thought it would be nice of me to send this to you.
Yeah. Yeah,
and you're like, well, it's nice up to the point that, you know,
yeah,
you're putting me in a fucking quandary here,
yeah,
but but you know, besides that, pretty fucking sweet. Everything's tits up, really. I mean,
I love tits up. God damn it!
That actually means, like, I think it's actually a saying for, you know, being dead. So that actually wouldn't be so good, I guess. But...
Or, you know, the situation goes bad. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Although to a degree it applies, because I mean, like, it is kind of like, hey, you broke up with me, but I'm back.
Yeah, and it's
like Freddy Krueger, only not as, like, you know, sadistic or terrible, but
yeah, and it's Freddy would at least be merciful and just be like, "You're gonna die."
I don't know. Maybe that was a stretch, I guess.
A bit, yeah.
But I mean, it is like kind of awkward to put somebody in that kind of position.
It really is. It's, you know, like,
it's like taking a shit.
Yeah, it is, but it's.
But
It's
again,
just
I think if you just tell her like, hey, listen, I don't want to do long distance. I'm only here as long as I have to be, and once I'm out of here, what the hell would that mean?
yeah, and it's
Are you gonna move to wherever?
right, and that's kind of the thing. It's like and if we hang out again, it's like, well, what now? Like,
Yeah.
like it was kind of cool when we first started dating. There was a bit of chemistry between us, but like, just the more I'd focused on my career, like the less I was focused on her. And I know it's not that makes me sound like an asshole, but I really like focus on your career, and you kind of forget about other things.
And you had your priorities. I mean,
had
not
my
for nothing. That
priorities.
is pretty. It is more important, in my opinion, to get your footing and get yourself financially stable before you get into a serious relationship.
Yeah, because at the time, here I was like, oh my god, this is great. I'll go work for this radio station in New Hampshire. I'm going to be getting part-time in a couple of months, or full-time in a couple of months. This is going to be fucking great. Oh yeah, I'll be able to have my own fucking place. Granted, I'll be up in fucking New Hampshire, but, still, I can at least get a place. I'll have friends within driving distance.
Mm-hmm.
This will be fucking great.
And then,
again, that's another podcast.
yeah. But I think I skimmerized it pretty well.
Basically. You got like the bare basics of it, yes.
Yes. The outline.
Yeah, because I actually don't even think I went over like with you like what the fuck happened up there.
Maybe not. I don't know. I
don't
mean,
think so.
I know the general problem of what happened, but,
Right. So.
but maybe not the details.
Right. So, anyways, but yeah, it's like I was just like I don't even know like how to respond to this, because she even writes like in her email, she's like, I don't even know how to sign off on an email like this. Like, I'm like, I don't know how to fucking respond. Like what? And like you said, man, it's kind of putting me in a corner. It's like, okay, well, the ball's in my court now. Like, what the fuck do I do?
Exactly.
I have no idea.
Yeah, it's a situation, that's for sure.
Yep. Like your mom, I think it's gone tips up. Nooch.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Ah, jeez.
So, yes, I mean, it's one of those things. I think it's going to be a developing thing. I don't know. I might just come on the next podcast and just be like, yep, it's done. What'd you do? Preparation H. I don't know.
Oh, man.
Oh, fucking A, man.
Fucking A.
Hope you're going to be enjoying the snow you're going to be getting soon.
Oh, Jesus, fuck no. You kidding me? Did you happen to see that picture that was circulating online of, like, it was a comparison between the blizzard of, 78 and this 2015 blizzard, and it was taken in Lowell?
No, I didn't see it, no.
Oh, you should check it out. It's probably somewhere. I don't know. I'll fucking find it. I'm lazy, man. No, but it was actually pretty astonishing because they were very, very similar. And the blizzard of 78, as I'm sure you know, is kind of like a historic moment.
Yeah, it was like that was the blizzard that, is like the scale of all blizzards. Like, oh my god, it's a blizzard of 78. Oh my god.
Right. It's like the Muda scale by which we judge all other snowstorms, if you will.
Yeah.
To use a wrestling reference. So, if the blizzard of 78 was a Muda 10, then the 2015 was also a Muda 10 because the photos were like practically identical. And it did point out that like there were some bushes that were helping some of the height on one of the sides in the older photo, or newer photo, maybe it was, I don't know. Whatever, but fucking point is they were pretty similar.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
And now we're getting more. It just keeps coming.
Yeah. And here's the thing, too. Like, you ever have one of those moments, like, you kind of think of something and you're like, oh my god, I never thought of that before. And then, the other half of your brain kicks in and just goes, you're an idiot, and here's why.
Yes.
You're just like, that happens hourly.
Practically every second of the day.
You're just like, that happens hourly. It's like, the big joke is like when snowstorms come, it's like, oh my god, I gotta go out, I gotta get the bread and milk, I gotta get the bread and the milk, I go, oh god, I gotta get the bread and the milk. And I was thinking, I was like, What if you have a gluten intolerance and you're lactose intolerant? You're kind of screwed.
Then you're fucked and you're fucked.